In this video, I'll show you how to design viral thumbnails using Adobe Photoshop. Whether you are new to this or have some experience, you'll learn easy tips to create thumbnails that stand out and help your videos to get noticed. Let's jump in and start designing. First, I have dragged my main image in the document and placed it in the center and adjust the size. You can place your image as per your design. Next, I have created a black solid color layer under my main image. I'll suggest always group relevant layers into folders, whether you are working on a thumbnail design or any other design. This habit keeps your workspace tidy and makes it easier to find and edit elements later. Next, I have created a solid white and moved this under the main image layer and then invert the mask by Ctrl I. Make sure your foreground colors are set to black and white and then using soft brush tool paint in the mask area. I'm using this brush with zero hardness and you can choose size according to your need. This will create a separation from background. Take your time and paint properly to get a perfect result. Next, I have created a solid color layer and place this below solid white layer. Invert the mask and pick a soft brush tool with zero hardness and just click behind your main image like this to create a light effect. This light effect will pop your image. Next, I have dragged my main background image and adjusted the size and placed it right in the center and moved it under the background folder. Let's type our text. I am typing these words separately. Next, drag the bunch of YouTube icons and mask the one I like and separated it for my use. Next, adjusted the size and placed this icon just front of the YouTube word. Let's select all the text and YouTube icon and tilt this using transform tool. Next, let's apply effect to our text. First, applied the drop shadow to design word using this setting. I'm using multiply blend mode, opacity 50%, distance 10 pixel, spread 24 pixel and size 24 pixel. And then click OK. I have applied the same drop shadow effect to thumbnail word. Next, click on YouTube word and apply drop shadow with same setting and then click on gradient overlay to apply a gradient color. I'm using simple orange yellow color for this gradient. Next, click on plus icon on drop shadow to create a one more drop shadow and apply this setting. Since I already have created this, so I just have to click it to apply this. Please follow the same setting to apply the same effect on your text. Next, I have selected the YouTube icon and convert this into smart object so I can apply effects on this. Let's apply motion blur to this icon. I'm using angle of 12 degree and distance 6 pixel. Again, this is not a rule. You can adjust these kind of settings according to your need. Just play with the settings and find a perfect one for yourself. Let's type more text for this design. So here is a quick tip. Don't forget to zoom in and out while working on your design. This helps you catch small details and see how your design will look at different sizes. Next, let's drag all the elements and adjust according to the design. I have used some dollars and money bags and placed all of these elements according to my need. As you are designing, don't be afraid to experiment with different elements and options. Sometimes the first thing you try might not be the best fit. So explore various fonts and colors and layouts until you find what works perfectly for your design. Remember, creativity often comes from trying multiple ideas before settling on the one that really stands out. Next, I have dragged a lightning image, but first let's create folder of all these elements and also create a folder for this lightning image. Let's change the blend mode of this image to screen and applied a mask to this lightning image. And let's remove all the unwanted areas using soft brush tool. Let's adjust the size and place this image behind the main image. Duplicate this lightning image multiple times and place this according to your need. Next, let's apply motion blur to all our elements. Since we are applying all these effects on smart object, so you can make changes anytime. By the way, if you are still with me at this point, thank you so much for sticking around. I really appreciate your time and interest in this tutorial. Your dedication to learning is what makes all the difference in creating amazing designs. Let's keep going and make this thumbnail something truly stand out. Let's create a hue saturation layer just above the background image and tweak the setting and find a perfect for your design. Next, created a solid green layer above hue saturation layer and invert the mask, and then using a big soft brush tool with zero hardness, click on the left bottom corner like this. Create one more solid aqua layer and invert the mask, and this time click in the bottom right corner using big soft brush with zero hardness. This will create an effect that light is coming from both sides. Next, let's create glowing effect to our image. Create a layer just above the main image and fill this with solid black color using Alt plus backspace button. Next, group this layer into a folder and let's change the name of this folder as highlight. Next, create a gradient map just above the black layer and use these color for gradient. Let's clip this gradient map layer to solid black layer. Next, click on main image by holding Ctrl on your keyboard and create a selection of your main image, and then just select the highlight folder and then click on the mask to create a mask. Next, select the black color layer, Make sure your foreground colors are white and black, and then using soft brush tool with zero hardness, start painting like this. Take your time and brush slowly. If you are not satisfied, you can always go back and start painting again. Change the opacity and brush settings to your need. Once you have painted one side, let's start painting the other side of the image. Just select the highlight folder and duplicate this using Ctrl J on your keyboard. I have renamed the folder with left and right. Now I need to paint the left side. I'll open the folder and just select the black color layer and fill this layer with black color to remove the effect. Now I'll start painting on the left side, but before that, let's change the gradient color. For left side, I'm using this orange color. Let's paint this. Once done with painting, let's drag more images into the design to make this more eye-catchy. I'm using these money images and will change the blend mode to soft light. Let's import more images and repeat the same process. Next, I have created a solid layer and changed the color to aqua. Invert the mask and started painting around right side of the image. Created one more solid, choose this color this time and done the same process. Invert the mask and started painting around the image to create a glow effect. And last, I was not happy with my background color, so I have tweaked the setting and finally found a perfect color. Thanks for watching and following along. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you did, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more design tips and tricks. Feel free to drop any question or thoughts in the comments. I love to hear from you. Keep experimenting, keep designing, and I'll see you in the next video.